Paul, how tough is this one, considering it could have been a very different story if it wasn't for a very costly error?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you got a chance to come in here and potentially beat a really good team that's been playing well 3 out of 4. You know, unearned runs are, you know, they're painful. They're tough when, you know, you can't find a way to get off the field. We gave them too many outs. You know, the pickoff, can't really fault anybody on that play, but you'd like to see an out recorded if you get a guy over there. And then, you know, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the replay of the ground ball that got by Miggy, but, you know, instead of a potential 1-run deficit coming off the field, you know, they turned into four extra runs, and now you got a mountain to climb. So big swing in the game. You know, it was nice to see Trevor come in and have a nice outing to keep us in there, and you know, we kept finding ways to fight back. We just didn't have enough to get over the top there at the end of the game.
What did you see from Tommy Malone that they were able to chip away at him?
You know, he started off the game, you know, fairly well. The 3 2-out runs in the third, I believe it was, were, you know, obviously costly when you get 2 quick outs and then you get, you know, hit, homer. A little bit of a Fenway homer, but, you know, he got it out. I think it was a changeup he hit out. And then, you know, he just kind of tried to hang in there. Pedroia hit the homer, and but really not being able to get those outs we needed to get there was the big difference for Tommy's outing today.
Miguel laid out for that Bogarts ball in the third right before the Hanley, which kind of a soft liner. Is that indicative if things are going well that stays in his glove, sort of thing?
I don't know if it hit the end of the glove. I don't think it hit in the glove. I mean, you might have seen it better than I did. I haven't, you know, I just think that, you know, he had to lunge to his left. I know it's not easy to pick up the ball in the day games here, but, you know, he just didn't quite get there. And, you know, it's a tough play, and, you know, he just came up a little bit short in his effort to corral that line drive.
It seems like Trevor May is usually good or bad without a lot of in-between. How can you explain that?
Well, we're trying to figure it out, believe me. I mean, you know, he at times has been close to brilliant with his strikeout ratio, and, you know, being a power pitcher that can still mix in his other 3 pitches. He's, you know, he's struggled with consistency. He's a guy who has a tendency to overthink his stuff, and, you know, we try to keep it pretty simple for him. He's still relatively young in his transition, not only to the major leagues, but the bullpen. So, you know, we still think his ceiling is pretty high, and you think that the more he goes out there, the more the performances will start to level off.
Is he closer material if he can straighten this out a little bit?
Question to be decided going forward, because, you know, we potentially have to look at some of those type of things through the end of the next year and into next spring training, depending on what happens. You know, Glenn Perkins' return and other people in that mix.
How about Byron's 2 growth experiences there? Nice at bat, and then a tough matchup.
Well, we, you know, Tazawa is not going to give in. You know, we had trouble with the split. You know, Kenny got one up enough to where he was able to get the ball to the outfield. You know, we saw Rosie have troubles picking it up, and then, you know, it's just one of those things. You work hard to get to 3-2, and then a lot of times you just can't finish off the at-bat there. Didn't really think he was going to get a strike, but you got to be ready to swing just in case, and he just didn't recognize the pitch.